So guys, the team news right now. Team news is it looks like we're going with the diamond again, and that's 4 at the back. So we're looking at Iwobi replacing Guendouzi. We're also looking at Niles coming in for Bellerin, being that he picked up that injury. So Arsenal are pretty much going to set up the way they did against Chelsea on the weekend. But for me, 2-0 to Arsenal in this game, and we'll pick this up with you as soon as we finish. I'm going to go and meet Nay now, so hopefully this will be great.
Yeah.
Let's get a prediction from Chloe and Nay.
2-1 to the Arsenal!
I've gone 2-1, okay. I've gone 2-0.
Lacazette, Aubameyang and Ramsey. Maybe extra, just in case. 3-1 maybe, yeah.
Yeah, wicked. I think Ramsey's in that diamond formation as he was in the against Chelsea.
Yeah.
So he's starting because the manager obviously likes what he can see in that position. Interesting though, because Ramsey's at number 10. What are they going to do with Iwobi? Every time Iwobi plays, it's in that role, and now he's going to be used. Yeah, now he's going to be used different today. So there you go. 2-1, 2-1, 2-0 to me. What have we got over here?
I will go with 2-1.
2-1 as well. Okay, guys. So we'll see you after the game. Okay, so that's the game, guys. Arsenal lose 3-1 at home to Man United. And that was just an awful game. And that also game shows you everything you need to know about why Arsenal won't finish in the top 4 and why Man United will. United composed, great passing, great movement in the final third. They sat back and just tried to dictate as much as they can, pressed as hard as they could on the defensive end, and even up front, always had 3 men on the penalty area line to make sure that Czech was under pressure. United played it well tonight and they deserved the win. But it's a shame because when you think about Arsenal losing 3-1 to United, they lost 3-1 to United a few years back, and it was in the same way. They dominated the possession, they made the most chances in the game, but terrible passes caused counter-attacks that cost goals, and they did it again today. Terrible first half, no movement in the final third. In this diamond formation with 4 at the back, your job is to find the number 10 in space and then let them dictate the game. That never happened for over an hour. Ramsey was isolated at the top end, worked his butt off as well on the defensive end, so he played well, but he didn't see any of the ball in the second half up front, and he was providing the strikers with nothing. Iwobi was the only one that was actually doing anything on the left, and the goal that we scored came from Iwobi's pass into Ramsey in the slip, and then Aubameyang finished. But guys, there is so much issues on this team. When Ozil came on, that's what changed it for us. He found so much space, he was picking up the ball, and all the attacks were going through Ozil. It looked like how it should do. He should be playing every week. There's no reason why a player of Ozil's caliber should be sitting on the bench. That is one problem. The second problem is, defensively, we lost 2 centre-backs in this game. Socrates went down in the first half. Koscielny, which was an accident on a backheel pass by Lukaku, got hit in his collarbone, and I don't know if he's going to be. I don't think he's going to be out for long. I think he was a bit groggy, and I think he'll return next week. But just the defensive frailties. Man United's movement's really good, and we were standing up, ball watching, and everyone in terms of United's attackers was getting through the slip, and that's how they got their goals. The winning goal that was given away by Lacazette's no-look flick pass astounds me because he did it 5 minutes before. He cost the goal. He did it 5 minutes before he gave the goal away, and it was awful that he just did it again. Overall, United got a great win at the Emirates, and Arsenal got what they deserved, which is nothing. And I say that because when you play like this in front of the home fans, and you've got a strong team out there, you shouldn't come out and lay an egg. And unfortunately, they did. I think they should have started with Ozil because they were so isolated in the first half and for a whole hour, and we created nothing, and it looked really bad. The movement was poor. The strikers weren't getting the service in the box, and unfortunately that's got to come down to what the number 10 is doing, and that diamond just didn't work for us today. We were sloppy in possession, and we didn't win this one, guys. Got to give it to United, and then so that's it. We move on. Congratulations to United for going through to the next round. Arsenal, there's a lot of footage in this game that you're going to have to look at which is not going to be very pretty. The lack of movement up front, the lack of creativity without Ozil in the team, the defensive issues of not following runners. You did it against Chelsea a few days ago, and then you come here in front of your home fans against Manchester United, who are on an 8-game winning streak, and what do? You just stand up and let runners go by you. At most times when United were pressing, we were outnumbered 3 against 4, and that should just not be happening. And that's it, guys. So like and subscribe, appreciate the support, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.